Hello my dear friends, my name is Hemant Sharma and today I come with a new concept of Kirchhoff's law, and in this lecture session we discussed about what is Kirchhoff's law and how to solve numerical problems using Kirchhoff's law, and what are the applications of Kirchhoff's law. So these are our lecture contents that we discussed in this lecture session. So on to the first content, we discussed about what are the important terms that are mainly used in Kirchhoff's law. So under this topic we discussed about what is node, what is junction, what is mesh, what is loop. So all these things we discussed in this topic, and on to the second content we discussed about what is the introduction of Kirchhoff's law, and on to the third content we discussed about what is Kirchhoff's current law, and what are the sign conventions that are mainly used in Kirchhoff's current law, and on to the fourth session we discussed about what is Kirchhoff's voltage law, and how to solve numerical problems using Kirchhoff's voltage law, and what are the sign conventions that are mainly used in Kirchhoff's voltage law, and on to the seventh content we discussed about what is Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. So we discussed basically the basic difference between these two, and on to the eighth content we discussed about what are the various application of Kirchhoff's law. So at the end of this lecture, student able to understand what are the basic concept of the circuit, and student able to understand what is node, and how to mark the node on any DC circuit, and how to solve the equation using mesh and loop by applying mesh and loop on any DC circuit, and also student able to understand what is Kirchhoff's law, and some basic fundamental of the Kirchhoff's law with different terms, and student able to understand what are active element, what is passive element. So that are the learning outcome of this lecture session. So we start our topic with some important terms used in Kirchhoff's law. So we define one by one, and also apply node to this junction. So first we start what is node. Node is a point in the network or circuit where two or more circuit elements are joined. Means नोड एक ऐसा पॉइंट है किसी भी नेटवर्क में या तो किसी सर्किट में जहाँ पर दो या दो से ज़्यादा सर्किट एलिमेंट्स आपस में ज्वाइंट होते हैं. अगर मैं बात करूँ सर्किट की, दिस इज द सर्किट, ओके, एंड इफ यू वांट टू mark node onto the circuit. So how to mark the circuit? As per the definition, node is a point in the circuit where two or more than two circuit elements are joined. So here from this diagram we have A, B, C, D, E, F. So these are the nodes that we apply onto this circuit. Okay, so next, what is junction? Junction is a point in the network where three or more circuit elements are joined. Okay, or it is a point where the current is divided. Means junction वह point है किसी भी नेटवर्क के अंदर जहाँ पर तीन या तीन से ज़्यादा सर्किट एलिमेंट आपस में ज्वाइंट होते हैं, और ये वह पॉइंट है किसी सर्किट का जिसके अंदर से करंट डिवाइड होता है. अगर मैं इस सर्किट की बात करूं, इस सर्किट के अंदर यहाँ पर ये एक ऐसा पॉइंट है जहाँ पर तीन सर्किट एलिमेंट आपस में ज्वाइंट हो रहे हैं. सर्किट एलिमेंट जैसे कि रेजिस्टेंस R1, R2 एंड R3, ये तीन सर्किट एलिमेंट इस नोड के ऊपर ज्वाइंट हो रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे ये क्या है हमारा, ये जंक्शन है. ओके, और मैं इसको पूरा जंक्शन का नाम दे दूंगा बी और ई. बी और ई इज द जंक्शन ऑफ द होल सर्किट. ओके, और यहाँ पे क्या है, अगर मैं कहूँ कि यहाँ पे करंट कोई फ्लो होगा इस ब्रांच के अंदर से, वो करंट मेरा I1 है, करंट I1, तो इस नोड पॉइंट के ऊपर आने के बाद वो करंट आप डिवाइड हो जाएगा। तो यहाँ पे करंट आ गया I1, यहाँ पे करंट आ गया I2, यहाँ पे करंट आ गया I3। तो यहाँ पे क्या है, इस पॉइंट पर आकर करंट डिवाइड हो गया, तो ये मेरा क्या है, ये जंक्शन है। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वन इज ब्रांच। ब्रांच इज द पार्ट ऑफ नेटवर्क विच लाइज बिटवीन टू जंक्शन पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड एज ब्रांच। ब्रांच वह नेटवर्क का पार्ट है, वो हिस्सा है जो कि लाई करता है दो जंक्शन पॉइंट के बीच में, इसको हम बोलते हैं ब्रांच। तो अगर हमने ब्रांच देखनी है किसी भी नेटवर्क के अंदर, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, ब्रांच में आ गया हमारे पास ए बी, बी सी, सी डी, डी ई एंड ई एफ एंड एफ ए। सो दीज आर ऑल द ब्रांच ऑफ द सर्किट्स। Okay, so we have total number of 6 branches in the circuit. Okay, so next, if we want to find out loop, what is loop? Loop is a closed path of a network, is named as loop, and the loop is maybe in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So we always take loop in clockwise direction. So it is easier for us to make the equation. So if we want to apply loop onto this equation, onto this network, so how to apply loop onto this equation, onto this figure? So we have total number of 3 loops in this circuit. So first loop is A, B, E, F, A. Second loop is B, C, D, E, B, and third loop is A, B, C, D, E, F, A. So we have total number of 3 loops in the whole circuit. Okay, so now if we talk about mesh, mesh is a most elementary form of loop which cannot be further divided. Okay, mesh, इस सर्किट में हमारे पास 2 मैश हैं, that is A, B, E, F, A and B, C, D, E, B. लूप की तरह मैश डिवाइड नहीं हो सकती, मैश केवल 2 ही हैं, that is A, B, E, F, A and B, C, D, E, B. Okay, so now we have next is active element. So in this circuit, what are our active elements? So first is how to define active element. Active element are those elements which give energy to the whole circuit. So in this circuit, we the supply is given to the whole circuit with the help of battery source, which is represented by E. Okay, so the active element of the whole circuit is battery. Now passive element are those elements which receive energy from the active element, so that is named as passive element. So the passive elements are resistors R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 and R6. So these are our passive elements. Okay, so next is the introduction of Kirchhoff's law. So Kirchhoff's law is basically invented by a German physicist, and the name of that physicist is Gustav Kirchhoff. So Gustav Kirchhoff developed a pair of laws, and it deal with the conservation of current and energy. Conservation of current is Kirchhoff's current law, and conservation of energy is KVL, means Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so the first name of the law is named as Kirchhoff's current law or Kirchhoff's first law, and second law is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so these 2 laws is very helpful for solving any complicated circuit. Okay, so next start from Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law, it is the first law of Kirchhoff's, and according to this law, the algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at a point in the circuit is equal to 0. Okay, means, or we say that the sum of the incoming current is equal to the sum of the outgoing current. Okay, so this is all about Kirchhoff's current law. Suppose we have a figure like this, and we have a number of branches having suppose we have 6 branches, and these branches are met at a common point. Here yellow color represents the node where all branches meets, and in all the branches we have 6 currents. Okay, so as per the definition, we have number of incoming current is equal to the number of outgoing current. So in Kirchhoff's current law, the incoming current towards the node is taken as positive and the outgoing current is taken as negative. Okay, so we have I1, I2 and I6. These are incoming current towards the node. So the sign convention for this is positive. And I3, I4 and I5, these three currents is outward from node. So these the sign convention is taken as negative. So if we want to write the equation as per the Kirchhoff's current law, so we may write I1 plus I2 plus I6, okay, minus of I3, minus of I4 and minus of I5 is equal to 0. Minus sign because the current leaves the junction. So the equation we may write like this: I1 plus I2 minus I3 minus I4 minus I5 plus I6. So the positive sign for the towards the node current and minus sign because current leaving the node. So if we rearrange this equation, we may write I1 plus I2 plus I6 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. Means the sum of the incoming current is equal to sum of the outgoing current. I3 plus I4 plus I5, these are our outgoing current. Okay. So in this we discussed about some numerical problems related to Kirchhoff's current law. So in the given numerical, we want to find out the value of current I. So as you see in the figure, we have number of branches, and in these branches we have incoming current and we have outgoing current. So the incoming current we mark as positive sign and the outgoing current we mark as negative sign. So according to this assumption of Kirchhoff's current law, we find out the value of current I. So as I having current towards the node, so we may write I plus current I1 is towards the node, so I plus I1, so plus I2 plus I3, okay, and current I4 having sign convention minus I4 because it leaves the node, direction is opposite, okay, so it will write as minus of I4. So we want to find out the value of current I. So I is equal to I4 minus I1 minus I2 minus I3. So by putting the value of these currents into this equation, we find out the value of current I. So by putting the value, we get the value of current I is equal to minus of I1 minus of 1 ampere. So the value of current I is minus of 1 ampere. So this is our second numerical, and in this numerical we want to find out the value of current I2. So same assumption we apply. The incoming current is taken as positive and outgoing current is taken as negative. So in this figure we have incoming current is I2 and I3 and outgoing current is I1 and I4. So we may write I2 plus I3 because these are incoming current towards the node, and I1 and I4, these are outgoing current. So the sign convention is negative. So I1 plus I2 minus I1 minus I4 is equal to 0. So by rearranging this equation, we may write I2 plus I3 is equal to I1 plus I4. So as we want to find out the value of current I2, so I2 is equal to I1 plus I4 minus I3. So I2 is equal to, by putting the value of these currents, so it is 2 plus 3 minus 4. So we get the value of current I2, and the value of I2 is 1 ampere. So these are some numerical problems. So next we go to the third numerical problem. The third numerical problems. So in this problem we have the figure circuit like this, and in this circuit we want to find out the current I. So same assumption we apply over here. The incoming current is equal to outgoing current, and with the help of this assumption we find out the value of current I, as current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So by putting the value of these currents into this equation, we find out the value of current I, and I is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 1. I is 2 plus 3 plus 1. So the total current value of current I is 6 ampere. Okay. So in this method we find out the value of current, branch current, by using Kirchhoff's current law. So you always keep in your mind the sign convention first. If you know the sign convention, you easily find out the value of Kirchhoff's current law. So on to the next topic, that is the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So as we know that Kirchhoff's voltage law, it is the algebraic sum of EMF, means applied voltage, and voltage drop across a circuit is equal to 0. So mathematically it may be written as summation of E plus summation of V is equal to 0. Here E is the applied voltage and V is the voltage drop across resistors R1 and R2. So here in this diagram we may write V1 and V2 is the applied voltage. So that is not an issue. We consider that is E1 and E2. Okay. So if we apply Kirchhoff's voltage law into this circuit, so how to write the equation? So by taking assumption that in Kirchhoff's voltage law, the current flowing from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery is taken as positive, because there is a rising potential, and if current flow from positive side to the negative side of a battery, that is, it is fall in potential. So the fall of potential is written as negative. Okay. So the current when flow from positive to negative side of a resistor, so the potential drop is written as I of minus of IR1, and potential voltage drop across resistor R2 is minus of IR2. Okay, and that is equal to 0. So the total equation is V1 plus V2 minus IR1 minus IR2 is equal to 0. So the equation of this circuit is written as like this: V1 plus V2 minus I1 minus IR1 minus IR2 is equal to 0. Okay. So by rearranging this equation, V1 plus V2 is equal to IR1 plus R2. So as this is a series circuit, okay, so in series circuit we have current is same, but voltage is different. Okay. So by this equation we find out the value of current I, that is current I is equal to V1 plus V2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is the method how to solve the circuit using Kirchhoff's voltage law. So now we have a circuit like this and we want to find out the current by solving this circuit. So how to solve this circuit? We solve this circuit by using Kirchhoff's voltage law. So taking assumption that the current is flowing from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery. So when current flow from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery, the sign convention is plus. So V1, as the current flow from positive side of a resistor to the negative side of a resistor. So it is the voltage drop is I of R1. So V1 minus I R1, and as the current flow from positive side of a battery to the negative side of a battery, so it is minus of V2 because there is fall in potential, and similarly minus of IR2, that is the drop across this resistor, and that is the current flow from this plus to this negative. So the drop is minus of IR3, that is equal to 0. So the equation we may write is V1 minus IR1 minus V2 minus IR2 minus I3 is equal to 0. So we may write this equation of this circuit is like this. So V1 minus V2 minus IR1 minus IR2 minus IR3. So when we rearrange this equation, we may write this equation is V1 minus V2 is equal to, so taking common I, so I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. So as this is also a series circuit, so the value of current I is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the value of current of this circuit. Okay, so now we perform some numerical problems related to Kirchhoff's voltage law. How to find out the voltage using Kirchhoff's voltage law. So as we have this circuit, okay, and how to apply KVL onto this circuit. So as by taking sign convention, the current flow from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery, the sign convention is positive, and from this battery source the current flow from positive side of a battery to the negative side of a battery, the sign convention is negative, and onto this battery the current flow from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery, the sign convention is positive because there is rising potential. So all these things, so according to as current flow from negative side to positive side, the sign convention is positive, we may write plus 5, and current flow from positive side to negative side, there is falling potential, we may write minus V, and onto this side of battery the current flow from negative side to positive side, there is plus 3, that is equal to 0. So by solving this we get the value of voltage 8 volt. Okay, so we move on to the second numerical problem of the given circuit. In the given circuit we find out the voltage drop across 2 ohm resistor. So as we know that the voltage drop, formula for voltage drop is V is equal to I into R. So this is a series circuit, okay, and in the series circuit current is remains same. So by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, so taking assumption that the current flow from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery, so the sign convention is positive 6, and the drop across this resistor is minus 3I because current is same, minus 3I, and the drop across this resistor is minus of 2I, and that is equal to 0. Okay, so by solving this equation we get phi of I is equal to 6, and the value of the current is I is equal to 1.2 ampere. Now if we want to find out the voltage drop across this 2 ohm resistor, so the voltage drop formula is V is equal to I into R. So we may write V2 ohm means the voltage drop across this resistor, so that is equal to 2 is the value of this resistor into I is the value of this current. So the value of the total current of this circuit is 1.2. So we put this value is this. So after solving this we find out the value of voltage drop across this resistor is 2.4 volt. Now next numerical, onto this numerical we find out the voltage of the circuit V. So if we have given 6 volt, 4 volt and 2 volt batteries, okay, that are connected in series, and how to find out the voltage V. So by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, to this circuit, we find out the sign convention. By applying sign convention, the current flow from negative side of battery to the positive side of battery, the sign convention is plus 6. So here onto this side, the current flow from negative side of positive side of battery, the sign convention is plus V, and here also the current flow from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery, the sign convention is plus 2, and here the current flow from positive side of a battery to the negative side of a battery, sign convention is minus 4, that is equal to 0. So the voltage, the value of voltage we find out, V is equal to 4 minus 2 minus 6. So the voltage, value of the voltage is V is equal to minus 4 volt. Okay. So on to the next numerical problem of Kirchhoff's voltage law. So we find out the voltage drop across 3 ohm resistor. On to the same manner, we easily find out the value of the voltage drop. Okay, by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law. If you know sign convention, so you easily keep in, you always keep in your mind that the current flow from negative side of a battery to the positive side of a battery, the sign convention is always positive because there is rise in potential. And when the current flow from positive side of a battery to the negative side of a battery, so the sign convention you take always negative because there is fall in potential. Okay, so with the help of these assumptions we easily find out the circuit. So here, as in this circuit, minus to positive, so that is positive, and the drop across this resistor is minus 3i. The value of the voltage is plus 3, and drop across this resistor is minus of 2i equal to 0. So by solving this, we find out the value of the current, that is 1.6 ampere, and the voltage drop across this 3 ohm resistor is V is equal to I into R. So that I is the total value of the total current of this circuit. So the total value of this current of the circuit is 1.6. So 3 into 1.6, we find out the value of voltage drop across this 3 ohm resistor. V3 ohm is the voltage drop across this 3 ohm resistor. So next one is, what is the difference between KVL and KCL? So as you know, Kirchhoff's voltage law is based on the conservation of energy, and KCL it is based on the conservation of the charge. And KVL is only applicable to closed path, and KCL is only applied to the node, okay, or junction. KVL, if you want to define KVL, it is the algebraic sum of the voltage drop and EMF in any closed circuit is equal to 0. And KCL, it is the algebraic sum of the current meeting at a node or junction is equal to 0. So KVL, it is the total number of closed loop paths, and KCL is the total number of the closed node. So these are the basic difference between KVL and KCL. So next one is the application of the Kirchhoff's law. So Kirchhoff's law, first, Kirchhoff's law helps to evaluate all the voltage and current in any circuit. So these are also used to overcome the problem of the complexity of the circuit. Means we easily solve the circuit with the help of Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. But main thing is we always keep in your mind the sign convention. If we know the sign convention, we easily find out the any numerical problems. So Kirchhoff's law are used to help us in understanding how current and voltage work within the circuit. So these help to understand the amount of voltage or current present in the circuit. So in our previous slides, I explained to you how to find out the value of the current in a given circuit and how to find out the value of the voltage in the given circuit. So with the help of Kirchhoff's voltage and current law, we easily find out the values. So thank you very much. I think you grabbed a lot of things in my lecture. Okay. So thank you very much. If you satisfied my lecture content, so you kindly like, share and subscribe my channel so that I come with new concept to you. Thank you very much.